Hi, and welcome to Quick Licks. I'm Marcel Gauthier. Quick Licks, where we teach you licks pretty quick. We don't talk too much. We don't tell you the whole story. We don't say it all started when I was 12. I saw a guitar, and my dad didn't want to buy it, so there's some issues there. No, I'm not going to do that. Hopefully, maybe a little bit, but here we go. Okay, so let's say you've been playing a little while, you can get those individual notes to come out and just make them sing out without other students singing. A lot of my students have great rhythm, but they just don't want to wait for this guy to catch up, right? So that's important. Can you hit single notes? Can you mute the other ones and all that jazz? Do you know the pentatonic minor? You probably do. I harp on that one for a while, but then I get into the major scale as soon as I can. But it's 2 notes per string, so everybody knows the benefits, and it's a powerful scale. That's a nice chin I got. So when they discover sliding, though, that can be really exciting. But they kind of, you experiment with kind of just blindly doing it. And so one thing we can do is just target notes when we're doing it. And my students always go, well, do I start right from the first fret? Or you don't really have to. You just kind of start sliding, apply pressure, and as you get to the point where the note is fretted, or wherever you are, you just pick. You can do it from up, it's harder. It's, like I say, carrying a bucket of water. The note is the water in the bucket. So if I let go a little, I spill some of the water and I lose most of the tone by the time I get here, So it's all about just keeping even pressure throughout. And if you need to picture fret to fret, you can just picture the 3rd fret to the 5th, and let's say. So we can start imagining that we're working in A minor and we're using the pentatonic. Whoops. So I can use any note in the pentatonic right now. That's 7th to root, minor 7th to root. And I can go. And all of a sudden, you kind of have this whole roster of licks that you can kind of create. Whoops. So what I'm thinking is, I always tell, when students become interested in this, I always tell them there's 2 kinds of slides. There's probably more than that, but the main things, I separate them into these categories. So here's the first one. I didn't put much attention, or any at all, really, and you can hammer them on as well. So it's a nuance, an ornament. So that note doesn't actually, it's this note that exists. We're just doing a precursor to it, So I'm not thinking rhythmically. Whoops. So like. So I'm just kind of putting that flavor of sliding on this note. The other type of slide that I think of is a rhythmic slide. Now this is infinite, you can have any rhythm to it, but if I'm thinking this is the downbeat now, and that is the 1, so 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So actually let's make this the downbeat, so 3 and 4. Now it's a rhythmic slide. This counts as a note, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. That note is part of the riff now. I can't really get away with not even using this little note because it's part of the melody. Whereas in this case, I could just say it, and it would kind of be passable, right? So 1 is an ornament, the other is a rhythmic slide. So, like I said, infinite, 3E. 3. So that's you're gonna miss it. You can do hammer-ons. And this applies to hammer-ons too. Like here's an ornament hammer-on. That's an ornamented this note, right? But if I go now it sounds like part of the melody with the slide or the hammer-on. So I encourage you, come up with your own little exercises. I like to just show my students, like they just want to slide on one string sometimes. So just pick a fret. Say I'm working in E minor pentatonic. I'm going to try to get good at hitting that E. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and high E. 2, 3, you know, aim, have some fun with it. See, I missed it there. Whoops. So there you go, a little bit of stuff to chew on. So add it to what you already know. You know, it doesn't have to be complex. It's just like slow. Can I start licks? I mean, Jimi Hendrix. If you know Purple Haze, that's a great place to start. Cool. So I think that's most of the stuff I wanted to cover on slides. But another thing, if you want to get a little bit more involved with it, and okay, I can hit a note. Let's stay in A minor. I go up this one. You know, something like that. But you can do the whole scale. It's a little bit strange fingering. I'm just being aware that this is the root. So if you can be aware of that before you move on to doing the whole scale. This is boring. I don't practice concepts, I want to practice songs. Okay, I respect that, but let's do this a little longer. Try to put something on here. Here we go. Start over. I'll keep doing that. No vibrato, Marcel. Come on. Here I go when. So you got the idea. So let's stop that for a minute. And then you can continue on the scale. You can do it backwards. You can start at the top note. Infinite possibilities in a way. And then let's do it the other way. Let's do the nuanced aiming for the note style. Here we go. 3. Oops. gonna plug some of them in there. And just, you know, feel free to experiment until something makes a lot of musical sense to you. If it sounds good, it's good. I'm not loving this tone here. There we go. Alright, so you got a little framework to start to just make your own licks and your own exercises. Cool. Let's do it with hammer-ons now. I'll try to keep it slow enough. Here we go. What's a good rhythm here? A little slower. And if you want to keep just to put hammer-ons, it'll sound like this. I'm picking. There you have it. So that was a rhythmic one. If I had just a nuanced hammer-on, not a bending lesson. Alright, so just anything goes. Even just beginning of chorus, you can just do a big slide, and it's like throwing a ball. You can go, I'm gonna throw that ball over here, and it's gonna bounce off the wall, slow down a bit, and play an E power chord at the end of it. So you're ready with your index finger. You can play with that. And you can start just at the top. You don't have to throw the ball, just put it on the catapult. I can go to other chords. I've heard blues guys, they do it up here. You know, so there's like I say, infinite possibilities of fun, and it's not a video game. The graphics are really good. So let's try that. Let's do an A power chord, and then we're gonna get ready to play an E chord. 1, 2, 3. That's a slide on beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Last measure. 1, 2. Throw that. And you can overuse this too, right? But it sounds great when the whole band does it. So there's one. You can use that. You can, like I said, you have your own fun with it, and whatever you come up with, I'd love to hear it. So thank you very much. Quick licks, where we teach you a quick lick, but this was 15 minutes, and that's okay, I suppose. But have a great one. We'll see you next time. Can't wait to see what you do with this.